All right. Hello, world. I'm Don, and you're watching Showcase for the week ending Sunday, November 6th, 2022. This is our Friday show, and of course, that means trailers and popcorn. Let me see if I can get my. Oh, no, I just have some chips here. Sorry about that. Whatever. I forgot to get popcorn. That's the one thing I forgot to get today. Oh, well. Anyway, and your live chat comments as well. With me today, once again, is my very good friend and colleague, Mr. Kaiko. How are we doing today?
I'm in here. I'm living. I'm breathing. The oxygen is tainted. But that's why we got the mask.
Oxygen is tainted. What?
Oh yeah. Listen, that Atlanta oxygen, boy, it's filled with Coca-Cola.
Is that a reference to like that? Is there a bottling plant near you? I'm not aware.
Boy, the world of Coke. The world of Coke in Atlanta. You know, you get to one floor and you can drink all the Coke you want. For $13.96.
I wasn't aware of that policy. That sounds like something that might have been a thing if you maybe found a golden ticket in a 6-pack. Maybe that sounds like
the way. It's just $13. You can get $13 here in Atlanta.
Let me bring someone else in really quickly. How about our other good friend and colleague, Mr. Lloyd? How are we doing today?
What's going on, everybody? Been a great week. Coming off the Philippines, man. We're having fun. Typhoon is over. It's time for the sun to come on.
Oh yeah, you got. Did you and the family get lots of candy and stuff like that?
Oh, all the kids, they got their candies. I got mine here. My morning stuff.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice. Good to see you guys again. Excuse me. And also, we have a special guest with us tonight. We have a rare 4-person panel, which I'm trying to think how many times we've had that on a live show. I don't know, but anyway. Joining us right now is John Clem 310, basically.
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, everybody?
Hey, John, good to see you. How you doing, man?
Cali evening out here, nice and it's starting to get cool now.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna do for
cool.
Halloween. Now, just chilling.
Word.
Cool. So before we get started, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Can you give us a brief run through of what you of your channel, what you're here to promote, and what kind of what are you working on?
Right now, I'm just doing like shorts and TikTok reaction. And I'm doing a lot of feature a lot of stand-up comedians. So I do you know what I'm saying, still got some of my stand-up stuff on the channel. John Clem 310.
That's your name on TikTok, John Clem 310.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Yeah, and it's currently simulcast on my John Clem 310 channel.
Yeah, I'm guessing that may be part of. Yeah, I'm guessing that may be a factor in why there's a little bit of picture lag, a little bit, but at the very least we can hear you clearly and in real time. So I don't know. Hopefully we're not going to be having too many technical sort of difficulties as we sort of go along here, especially because our list is kind of dense, but it's the right length for the kind of show structure that we have lined up tonight. We have 7 trailers in our lineup, so I think probably what we're gonna have to do is I'll go ahead and react to one first, and then like you three can just basically take turns, basically, so everyone has a chance to. The rest of you guys can react to 2, and so we'll just sort of trade off that way. So I guess that's basically how we're gonna have to do this here, this is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to go ahead and get started with this. But thank you all for participating and joining us tonight. And whoops, hang on one second. Darn it. The thing glitched up on me. I hate it when that happens. Anyway, thank you at home for joining us as well. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscription bell. And if you have any trailers, weird news headlines, or dad jokes to suggest, use the contact form on our Linktree page, which is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Please, no religious or political content to keep the suggestions recent and the trailers under 5 minutes long. And as always,
religion.
And as always, if you're with us live, please drop us a line.
No politics.
Please drop us a line in the live chat, and we might read it off live on the air. So let's go ahead and get started with the first order of business, which is the official trailer for Avatar 2, The Way of Water. I'll go ahead and give a thought on that and a rating, and then we'll just go ahead and proceed from there with starting with Lloyd, and then Kaiko, and then John, in that order for Disenchanted, A Christmas Story Christmas, and Spirited.
Let's do it.
Here's Avatar 2.
Let's go.
Welcome back to Pandora.
I know you think I'm crazy. Never mind those big rocks. But I feel her. I hear her heartbeat. She's so close. So what does her heartbeat sound like? Mighty.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Outcast. That's all they see.
I see you.
The way of water connects all things. Before your birth and after your death.
This is our home!
I need you with me. And I need you to be strong. Strongheart.
Okay, so that was Avatar 2. I mean, good lord. I feel like opening this up to the panel here, quite frankly, because I really don't have very much to be able to say about this that's positive. This feels like a movie that, I mean, it's been said before, that this movie should have been put out like 2013 or so at latest. It's been well over 10 years since the first film came out, like December of 09, if I'm not mistaken. And the only reason why we're even getting this movie ultimately boils down to how wildly successful the first movie is, which is in no part really, arguably, to the characterization, to certainly not to the story. It's the visual effects. It was a visual effects showcase of technology, of 3D filmmaking technology, of IMAX technology that was fundamentally unlike anything that we had really seen before at this time in 2009. Of course, people are going to be watching this movie to the tune of $1 billion by the time it left theaters. Nowadays, it's everything that this trailer is bringing to the table is so commonplace. It's depressing. I mean, this looks to me like this looks to me like James Cameron's Lightstorm people who have been working on this movie pretty much ever since. They just basically took a lot of notes from Pixar's Finding Nemo films in terms of how to tell an underwater centered story, and just basically shoehorned Avatar elements into it, and this is sort of what got churned out as a result. This shot right here reminds me of Free Willy. It's like what is going on at this point? I don't buy that this movie has absolutely anything new to bring to the table other than maybe sort of like some sort of like an environmental message or something to sort of inspire the audience, but here again, other movies did that better. The Lorax did that better. Come on. I want to give this a side thumb. I got to give this a thumbs down. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I
not Avatar 2.
I have to, because it's like this trailer doesn't even really convey. There was hardly any dialogue in here.
But
and it's like
they didn't have to show you too much. I feel like they were so successful with the first movie that they did want to slap you in the face like that. Because I feel what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Like, I mean, they You just said they ain't had no dialogue. You ain't even say nothing. So it's like,
but this is the one case that they should have, though. I mean, how can you really sort of... All right, when you think back to... I'm going to open this up to the rest of you. Like, when you think back on the first movie, can you remember a single line of dialogue from the first movie from 2009? One line.
No.
Any of you?
I can't, to be honest.
Right.
I mean,
yeah. I can't.
Whereas, how many of you can quote something from, I don't know, Avengers Endgame?
I don't know. Spider-Man said I'm back, and I cried a little bit.
Really?
Spider-Man came out. I said it's Spider-Man.
No, I'm talking about dialogue. Like really? Not arguably the most famous dialogue from Endgame, where like the Thanos bit where he says like, "You couldn't."
I am inevitable.
Where did that bring you back to me? That didn't get immediately. Well, anyway, never mind. My point is that like, which was unfortunately kind of underdone just now, but it's like, I wish that the first film was less forgettable ultimately as anything more than a visual effect showcase than it was. And I don't believe that this film that we're getting, Way of Water, is going to really bring remotely enough to the table to justify its own existence. I don't expect this film to be very successful.
It won't get as many. It won't get as much box office as the first Avatar. That's for sure.
Say it again, John.
It won't get that much. I got a feeling this Avatar won't get as much box office as the first one. The first one, as you said,
no, of course not.
Is unique.
Of course, right? Yeah, and don't forget, I haven't even gotten to the worst part of this, which is that we're getting at least 2 more sequels after this. They're already working on 4. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 is already in the bag, in terms of like in terms of the actual production process. They're like editing and processing all of that right now. But it's like, are you kidding me right now? I don't know. I don't know what Cameron and his people are working on right now. More power to them. Good luck. They're gonna need it. Is all I can say.
But it probably took you said it took 10 years. It's been 10 years since the first one came out, so it probably took that long to make. It probably took that long to make this movie. I mean, this movie is visually aesthetic. The visual aesthetics are top notch. It took 10 years to do that.
Well, anyway. Let's hope so. Zay Kid, I guess, with a hello, and DJ Real Dill. Hello, hey, good to see y'all. Thanks for joining us. What y'all peeps up to? Hey, man, we're just watching trailers and talking about them, man. Thanks so much for tuning in. Send us your comments and reactions, what you think of these trailers as we go along with them, as we continue the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyway, but that's all. I just had to give my 2 cents and a thumbs down on this rating. What do y'all think of this movie? Are you looking forward to it when it hits on December 16th? Drop us a comment. Let us know. Moving on, I have done far too much talking. Let's go ahead and move on to the next trailer on the docket, which comes to us from Disney+. This is the new trailer for Disenchanted, which, Lloyd, I think this one's all you, right?
Yep.
All right, so let's take a look at the new trailer for Disenchanted, followed by Lloyd's thoughts and thumb rating. Let's take a look.
I know that change can be scary, but it can also be exciting. Let's start our new life. Nancy Edward!
Robert!
We bring love from Andalasia and offer belated birthday cheer.
An Andalasian wishing wand.
Does anyone in Andalasia ever just say stuff?
Not if we can help it. This world feels very different. Is it sometimes easier to live in Andalasia?
Well, I wouldn't say easier. We have dragons and ogre rebellions.
Last year, the entire kingdom was trapped in a giant whale.
Oh.
This is not a magic land. It is a land far, far away from my friends.
I'm so late. I'm a commuter now.
You're riding this train over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And then you die.
As you can see, Giselle, everyone has their place once you've found where you fit. Monroeville can be whatever you wish.
I wish for a fairy tale life.
Remember, happily ever after, it's not always that easy.
My hair, it's so high and my dress is so low.
Jumping jelly sticks. We got magic?
This town is turning into a fairy tale. But it's all gone terribly wrong.
On the last stroke of midnight, nothing will be as it was before. I'm not an evil cat. I'm not an evil cat. I'm not an evil cat.
What is going on? You need to remember your place here. Stepmother, please. Giselle is under a curse. We have to stop this or everything Anna Leighton will die.
There's no unwishing your wish now, Giselle.
Come on!
Time to be heroes.
You know there's only room for one villain in this town.
You're hilarious. Delusional, but hilarious.
Okay, so that was Disenchanted from Disney Plus, which is hitting on November 18. DJ Real Deal says, "Oh, sweet, I do have a game trailer. I'd love to hear your thoughts on its Atomic Heart 10 minutes exclusive gameplay trailer." What you should do with that is basically post a link to that, like send us that link in the contact form and our Linktree page, linktr.ee/weekend showcase. Send us that link and we'll take a look. Maybe it might show up in our playlist for next Friday's show. But thanks so much for offering it and tuning in. Lloyd, your thoughts on Disenchanted?
Man, DJ Real did say he's so confused. So am I. I don't know what's going on that trailer. But one thing that hit me is when a woman said to a couple of dudes on a train, you're going to have to ride this train for the rest of your life, then you're going to die. That just hits me, how repetitive life can be. I mean, you go to work every day, you do your usual chores, and you die eventually, but that's just the saddest part of the reality.
Yeah,
but
pay your bills,
overall,
pay
it was
your taxes.
Yeah, absolutely. You wear the same dresses every now and then. Life is repetitive, and then you die.
Yeah.
Well, this one has some hits of Cinderella, and I think the cinematography is cool. I'm glad they had some musical on it, and a whole lot of stuff. I thought Alvin the Chipmunk is in there from the Chipmunks. I thought it was in there, but overall, it's a good trailer. It gives you, because things that I'm looking for in trailers, what you're gonna watch out for it. What comes into a surprise compared to the previous one. If it's a sequel or it's a new one, something new. And I love the way they put on some graphics on it. I think the designs were great, and overall, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. Just this one thing, that life is repetitive, and a lot of people might not have noticed that, but that's just really a good message in there.
We have a thing happening right now. I'm just now noticing. I got a prompt from YouTube saying that this. I don't know. There's something. It says a stream unavailable. I think I can skip over to the next thing and try to get this thing to reconnect. Hopefully, I don't know if we may have to just post this full reaction, separate video, basically for your full reaction to wind up getting posted properly, Lloyd. But we are still recording. We are going to get this on the record, so don't worry.
Yeah.
What's your final thumb verdict, and then we'll quickly move on. Hopefully, we can reestablish the connection to the main feed.
I'm going to give that a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All right, cool. All right,
Yeah.
so that's a thumbs up from Lloyd on Disenchanted, which is hitting Disney Plus on November 18. All right, so hopefully, let me see. I'm trying to figure out what on earth happened here. This thing is maybe streaming. I don't know if this is. I don't know what is happening here. We're going to go ahead with this anyway. Hopefully, we're going to be able to upload something later for this. I'm not sure what happened over the course of that Disenchanted thing. But anyway, I'll go ahead and investigate that later. We're going to go ahead and keep rolling anyway. Next item is from HBO Max. This is A Christmas Story Christmas, and Kaiko, you're next. Are you ready?
All right.
Let's
see what they're talking about.
All right, here we go.
Let's see what they're talking about.
Oh, life moves fast. One day you're playing kick the can with kids named Flick and Schwartz.
I triple dog dare you!
And the next thing you know, you're a certified adult.
Ralph, dear old man.
Fragile.
He was the best.
Ralphie, promise me we're gonna make this a wonderful Christmas. That would make your father so happy.
I promise. What had I done? And now it was all up to me?
I suggest you start drinking and don't stop till New Year's.
Hey kids, who wants to go see Santa?
This is amazing.
Incredible. We will meet you right here when you're done.
Don't let him kick you in the face.
Huh?
It's the happy season.
Now in.
When it's just us decorating, it kind of feels like child labor.
Honey, it's not labor if we don't pay you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
There'll be much mistletoe.
My dad made this all look so easy.
That doesn't mean it was easy.
Most wonderful time of the year.
Schwartz, I triple dog dare you.
Oh, I got it now.
That's brutal.
It's the most wonderful time.
Slowly I could feel the Christmas ember beginning to glow again.
Here.
All right, that was A Christmas Story Christmas, which apparently is hitting HBO Max on November 17. Kaiko, your thoughts?
Listen, all I'm saying is, if they mess up with this movie, right? This is gonna be the finisher for me. If they mess up with this movie, I'm never watching a return of something or a part 2 of something ever again. Because how can you mess this up? How could you go wrong with this movie? There's nothing wrong about this movie. And so I'm saying that if they disappoint me, then that's just proof that people don't know how to bring stuff back. If they brought Ralphie back, then they can't mess up with this movie. So if they mess up with this movie, I give up. I give up with cinema. Because what's the point? What's the point? They brought all the people back. So everybody needs to appreciate this movie. No, whether it's, I mean, listen, it can't be stupid. I don't see how it could be stupid. Nothing in this trailer told me that it could be stupid. But it could be. There's a possibility that it could be stupid. I hope it's not. I hope to God it's not, man. That's what I'm saying. They can't mess this movie up. That's all I'm saying. That's all I gotta say. I give it a thumbs up. It's a thumbs up all the time.
Man, you know the reason why I was laughing the whole time when I saw that kid trying to lick that frozen post? Because there's a famous video, I think a clip online, and some guy has licked that post and his tongue got stuck on it.
Yeah.
His friend punched him in the face. He was asking for help, and instead of his friend trying to put him up, he punched him in his face.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah. DJ Reddy said it could be. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. This can't fail. This can't fail. And if it does, I give up.
So there's a point where it's just not worth sort of revisiting a property, revisiting a movie or something like that, basically later on, because that's basically a lot of the gimmick behind this particular thing, behind Christmas Story.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of years since the first movie dropped, and apparently, I guess there's a sort of critical point where nostalgia isn't enough to save a project anymore.
Because I'm saying they didn't have to make a trailer for this movie. They didn't have to make the trailer for this movie. This is one movie I could say that they could have just said, we're making another movie with the same little Ralphie. and that was it. That's all I needed to hear. And I'm gonna go see the movie. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't have to see none of that. But and none of that scene that I just saw was disappointing. Well, but I go back to saying It could be stupid. You see what I'm saying? You don't know.
Well, what is the thumb rating that you would give this?
I give it a thumbs up. It has to be a thumbs up. I'll be stupid to give it a thumbs down.
Okay, cool. Well, that's a thumbs up from Kaiko for A Christmas Story Christmas, which is coming to HBO Max on November 17th. Let's go on to our guest commentator, Mr. John John Clem 310, right? He's on
Zero, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we got Bro Farrell and Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you about Ryan Reynolds. Like, he shared my Deadpool reaction video on his Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, really? How many views did that get after that?
Around 100,000.
Well, hey, with a thumbs up like that, that'll do it. That'll do it. Now, does this mean that we can still trust that you'll be completely unbiased when you react to his movie?
We'll see.
Okay. Oh, we'll see.
I'm not a big fan of Will Ferrell movies, so we'll see how the trailer is.
Right.
All right. Here's Spirited from Apple TV Plus. Let's take a look.
I'm your ghost of Christmas present.
We're bringing back Christmas.
Like a Christmas Carol?
On a bitter, cold Christmas Eve, one dark soul is selected for redemption by the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and yet to come. A tradition that continues to this very night.
Like a Christmas Carol?
Yes. If you would just let me get this out. Sit.
So out of all the people on the planet, murderers, people who do gender reveal parties, I'm the guy you're gonna haunt.
You know what? Forget it. I told you, the guy is a level 20 pain in the dickens.
Come on, I can take this guy.
I'm your ghost of Christmas present.
La 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 la! I'm not watching your dramatic re-entrapment.
Hey, I'm haunting you. You can't just run away from me when I'm haunting you. Hello?
I believe he can be a positive force for mankind.
And he's got his hands all over everything.
Yeah, I wish. Maud, are you texting HR? No.
People don't change.
We got a runner! That's just fun to watch.
I'm here to change him to being a more positive force for humanity.
Clint. Yeah.
You Photoshop yourself into these pictures of my executive VP?
I don't think so.
Oh, you want that?
What I want is for you to shut up and let me do my job.
Is there a ghost of Christmas Grumpy? Because you could do that job.
This is where real change begins.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's definitely. No, he's fine. He's good. Well, none of us real anyway.
He's dead. He's definitely dead.
All right. That was Spirited from Apple TV Plus. John, your thoughts?
Yeah, it felt like another version of the Scrooge story. What's it called? Like a Christmas story, the Scrooge stuff?
Are you talking about the...
Yeah,
are you talking about the thing from... What? I'm sorry?
Yeah, it felt like Scrooge. You know what I'm saying? Like another version of the Scrooge story where it goes to Christmas past.
Yeah, a Christmas Carol.
Shows up. Yeah, except it has Deadpool in it. So, I mean, basically, you guys saw like Ryan Reynolds, right? He basically played the same guy he always plays.
Well, I mean, let me open this up a bit. Lloyd, Kaiko, do you guys agree?
Yeah, I feel like they still trying to make it like it's his own thing and still just throw the Scrooge in there. Cause yeah, you definitely got your Scrooge in there, but I think they still want to share a different Christmas story and just throw that.
Yeah, it's like another variation of the whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because normally all Christmas stories are ended up with happy endings and stuff. But this one, they got some spirits on it and a little bit of touch of horror, but you know, with comedic touch from Reynolds and Farrell.
I mean, it looks fun. It looks fun to me. I mean, say what you
Yeah,
will about
I like it.
Ryan Reynolds doing redundant characters, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you see, it just felt like another like Ryan Reynolds. You know, it's like another Ryan Reynolds film where he basically just plays the same guy he's played since Deadpool. You know what I'm saying? Like the witty, snappy type of guy. Then Will Ferrell was basically Will Ferrell. But yeah, it's a fun trailer overall. I got a few laughs on it.
So what is your thumb rating? Like, would you actually
Thumbs up.
watch
It's
this
a thumbs
movie?
up for me. It's a thumbs up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Apple
So
TV,
that's a thumbs up.
I'll tell you, Don, Apple TV comes up with fresh content. Like Ted Lasso, like, I mean, do you guys like Apple TV?
I do not personally. Do you?
Yeah, I like it. It's fresh. They come with fresh TV shows.
Okay, cool. But I thought you were asking like if any of us have Apple TV Plus.
Yeah. Do y'all see Apple TV?
No,
I don't
Tycho?
know, man.
Do I have Apple TV? I'm sure I have access to it in some way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This might be, you know what I'm saying, my bias to see Spirited.
No, but is Apple TV the piece, or is this a streaming platform?
It's a streaming platform.
Like
you don't have to have the piece anymore.
Yeah.
Because I have that piece. I have that the HDMI piece that you put in. I have that Apple TV. That's not the same.
You got it.
Ooh, this is a comment,
like
guys. The comment from a Twitch viewer, DJ Real Dill says, "Yeah, exactly. Ryan Reynolds is like Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. They play the same character."
Yeah, they play the same character.
But you know, the Rock, he's versatile. He do different things. Kevin Hart, on the other hand, now he be playing the same character.
If by different things I hope you mean Dwayne Johnson wears different color shirts. Because
Hold on, because you saw Black Adam. Black Adam, and the guy from Jumanji is not the same. Wasn't the same Rock. That was. I mean, you know, he's versatile. I give him versatile.
Black Adam. Look, I went to the theater. I saw Black Adam in theater, and all right, fine. He's moodier there. He's a moodier. He's a moodier Professor Dr. Bravestone from Jumanji.
Right.
Like,
but
it's like,
no matter how it go, he gonna play a really buff character. Like he's never played like a drug addict or like a drug dealer or
he's basically a superhero.
You know what I'm saying? He's always a buff good guy. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I guess
except for the Scorpion King.
I just realized something. I just realized something while we're on this conversational tip. I think Black Adam. I hope I'm not spoiling anything. I don't think I'm spoiling anything by saying this. Anybody who's at home watching this who hasn't seen that movie yet, which actually I thought it was a really good movie, by the way, Black Adam. But y'all made me raise this point. I think Black Adam is the closest Dwayne Johnson has ever come in his filmography to being a straight up villain since his first serious movie, which was Scorpion King back in like 2002.
Yeah.
Like his first movie as like a headliner. Like he was reprising a character he had introduced the year before in The Mummy Returns. But like the Scorpion King, that was the first time he had actually straight up led a major tentpole film, basically. And it's like this might be the second time ever that he's done that, because like he has a type. He does.
Yeah.
So it's like it's sort of a return to form, sort of, but you know, at the same time, I can hear where you're coming from as far as sort of like being willing to sort of stretch.
Yeah. Speaking of that, have you guys seen Red Notice on Netflix? It has Ryan Reynolds and The Rock together. They basically play themselves. But
That will be
a fun movie.
Yeah. I heard a lot of good things about that movie. Red Notice, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what you're describing, right? Red Notice.
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a really good movie. But anyway, so Spirited is going to hit Apple TV Plus on, goodness, I think it was the
November 11th.
November 11th.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Anyway, DJ Real Deal. Hey, that's such a cool point. Thank you very much. I hope I don't know who you were like talking to. I think that was in reference to. I don't remember if that was in reference to because Kaiko, I think you were brought up originally the whole thing about
differentiation of his roles. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, it's full circle. Yeah, okay. So he is talking about the point that I was making, basically, about how it's a callback to 2002. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, let's move on. So next item on the docket is the trailer for Bumper in Berlin. I had seen something about this a long time ago that Peacock, Comcast was working on a TV or streaming sort of spin-off of the Pitch Perfect trilogy. I don't know, Lloyd, have you seen any of those movies? This one's on you.
Not yet, but let's see. Have a look.
Okay, well, just so you know, this franchise is really heavy on what can be considered like karaoke performances, basically, like synchronized like karaoke performances. It's a really sort of like musical kind of thing, but it's executed in a way that feels a lot like a musical competition, but with a heavily sort of like through line of story underneath it. It's one of those kinds of things. But anyway,
every
let's
Sunday
go ahead.
is a karaoke day in the Philippines, so let's see.
Yeah. Oh, really? Y'all have a karaoke day in the Philippines? What?
Karaoke day. That's Sunday, man. Every weekend, karaoke day.
Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah. You realize that now I'm expecting to see like some footage of you singing something, and we're gonna have to put that on our TikTok at Weekend Showcase. No, I'm kidding. We're not putting you on blast like that. But anyway, all right, let's move on. Here's a Pitch Perfect Bumper in Berlin from Peacock, followed by Lloyd's reaction. Let's take a look.
If all of the kings had the queens on the throne.
Bumper Allen? Peter? From Das Sound Machine.
You're famous in Germany. Your TikTok has 7.6 million views.
It's like 1 million views.
Move to Berlin and work with me. I can make you a star.
I'm moving to Germany, baby!
Our new star is here!
Nice to meet you, Bumper.
Heidi is amazing. She'll be your assistant, too.
Sarah Hyland from Modern Family.
Bumper! Focus up! Yep.
You are going to perform at German Unity Day. It's like the 4th of July meets a Super Bowl halftime show, except that we are way cooler about showing nipples here.
Bumper Allen's going to try to play at Unity Day? It doesn't have the range. I can go from here to...
I think that...
You know? So, I'm amazing.
The proper performance is hard, even for the most seasoned performers.
Don't worry, I work better under pressure. What's up, Berlin?
Don't touch the mic.
Nope. I'm out of here. Nope. I've wanted to be famous my entire life. I thought Berlin was going to change everything.
It still could.
When they don't know my name.
If you don't take a risk, you don't grow.
Somebody get the math, because Bumper's song is a banger.
What if we turn this into a riff-off?
You Americans, you are obsessed with your riff-off.
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 You said riff-off, I said riff-off.
Okay. I'm not like a corny acapella guy. I'm cool, right? Right?
Okay, so that was Pitch Perfect Bumper in Berlin, which apparently is slated to hit Peacock on November 23rd. Lloyd, what you got?
You know, I remember about this Pitch Perfect, right? Because earlier I was thinking, Bumper? What are you talking about? Bumper. You know, Pitch Perfect in 2020 during the pandemic, you know, the characters, I think they did some video singing the entire theme song. They've collaborated on it. But overall, this is a great movie, man. I mean, crazy stuff going on. One message again, okay? So they said that if you don't take a risk, you're not gonna grow, which is very true. Really true. You know, you gotta step on it and walk on it. You know, shake it off if it hurts and get back again. So I think this movie is not just telling you about chasing your dreams and making it into reality, but also you must have the courage to step on them. everybody likes chasing their dreams, but not all has the courage to do it. But this movie really teaches you that just just take the risk. You're not gonna die by just simply doing stuff that's not gonna kill you. So I think overall this is great. The concept's still there when you watch the previous ones. It's all about musical. Actually, I can't remember the actual group that has competed with them. It was a German group as well. I don't know. I can't remember. I think they've done some sort of electronic music on and they do it on a cappella, which is fantastic.
Yeah, those of you watching along, if you can come up with, if you can do some quick Googling for us and come up with that that information, feel free to drop it in the comments section. Lloyd, go ahead.
Yeah, introducing High School Musical, but in Berlin. Yeah, somehow when it comes to musical movies, they're all somehow related. You could always see the similarities in terms of the way the movie was set up. A cappella, people singing together, dancing all together. I don't know what you call that when people dancing on the street.
Like a flash mob.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
Always going to be part of it, especially in Bollywood. They had that. You can't watch a Bollywood movie without the musical touch. Overall, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. Though I miss a lot of character in this. I mean, there are some characters that are really missing. There's a lot of characters on the previous movie but since it's focused on a bumper, then we can't do nothing about it. But I think it's gonna be great.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, that's thumbs up. It sounds like from Lloyd on Pitch Perfect,
Yeah.
Bump in Berlin, which is hitting Peacock in November 23rd. So there you go. Keep an eye out for that. Those of you pitches out there, right? I think that's the fan community for that for this franchise. They call themselves pitches, I guess, right? Is that still a thing? I don't remember from the.
Yeah, what's up, pitches? You know what I'm saying? See it on the ads. They were in Hollywood.
Yeah, we have to over enunciate the P in that word, so it's not like yeah. Where my pitch is at, right?
Maybe.
It's one of those sorts of P. You have to make sure there's a P sound in there for the the algorithm sensors. Anyway, we try not to get hit with that stuff. Anyway, so that's it for that trailer. We have 2 more left to go, both of which are coming to us from Netflix. Once again, thank you, those of you who are tuning in and bearing with us through various technical difficulties that we had earlier in the show. But thanks for sticking with us. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscription bell, or follow if you're watching along with us on. I know we have a few people watching us on Twitch right now as well. Who thankfully we're not subject to the feed being lost on YouTube. Thanks Disney for pulling the trigger on that. Anyway, if you have any trailers, weird news headlines, or dad jokes to suggest, don't forget we have Dad Joke of the Day coming up at the end of the show. Use the contact form on our Linktree page, which is always scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Please, no religious or political content. Keep the suggestions recent and the trailers under 5 minutes long. And as always, if you're with us live, continue to drop us comments in the live chats, and we just might read it off on the air. Next item on the docket. We have the first of 2 things coming to us from Netflix. The first one appears to be a games trailer. Netflix games. I'm still wrapping my mind around this, guys. The idea that Netflix is trying seriously to position itself as a game company, in parallel with everything they've been doing for the last 20 years now, I think.
Right.
That money.
They're trying to make that money. That's true.
So before we begin, we have like 15 minutes here. Before we begin this clip, I want to open this up to the panel here. What do you guys think about the idea of Netflix doing video games in general, basically? Have y'all come across an example of like a Netflix game that y'all were like excited to play with Netflix, or that you think like really, suits Netflix to do in parallel with all of the content that we know that we go to them for in the first place? Like, why games, Netflix? You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Let these people expand. They need expansion. That's what I'm saying. Let these people buy virtual buildings and make theme parks in virtual buildings. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Netflix, let Netflix do their thing. Let's see what they.
I mean, they're trying to.
DJ Real Deal says Netflix trying to be GameFly.
Right.
That's certainly one way to put it. Yeah, I totally hear that. Lloyd, John, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, to me, John here. Yeah, to me, they're trying to compete for Warner Bros. You know what I'm saying? Like Warner Bros. Got their video games department, Netflix. They're trying to compete. They're trying to like branch out, like diversity. You know?
Yeah, business grow.
More than streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing it's not an overstretch of them necessarily. Like, would you, like, we're just gonna let this fly, I guess. Basically, let this game fly.
Yeah, let this game fly. Yeah,
Oh my goodness. It's too early for dad jokes. Sorry, it's too early for the cringe humor. I know. But anyway, all right, let's move on. The meter's running. We have we have less than 15 minutes left here. Let's go ahead and move on. What do you guys think about the idea of Netflix games? Drop us comments in the live chat or in the comment feed down below attached to this video on YouTube or Twitter, Twitch, or Facebook later on. Actually, we may have to take this content down from Twitch, come to think of it. I'm not sure that most of this stuff can stay up on Twitch, definitely. But anyway, we know this is going to stay up on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and take a look at this 45-second trailer for Skies of Chaos from Netflix, followed by Kaiko, your reaction. Let's take a look.
Skies of Chaos. Let's see what they talk about. See what they got.
This doesn't even look like a thing that was intended to be played on anything other than a phone or a tablet. Yeah. Is that it? I guess that's it. Yeah. Okay. And we don't have a release date attached to that, so it looks like they probably already have it up. But anyway, that was Skies of Chaos from Netflix. All right. Here's DJ Real Deal from Twitch saying, now I could see Netflix doing a heavily cinematic game like Until Dawn or something like that. Do you guys agree with that? Have y'all heard of that game?
Nah.
Okay, I haven't either, but all right, we'll take your word for it, DJ Real Deal, who also says, Netflix, why? Who asked for this? Yeah, this kind of harkens back to the entire premise for the question I was asking before I started this trailer. We don't go to y'all for gaming, Netflix. We go to you for stand-up comedy, international content, and true crime documentaries. That's pretty much it. Like, you're trying to drill corners into a round hole so a square peg can fit through. I don't buy that. But anyway, sorry, Kaiko, you should be talking right now. What's your reaction?
Nah. So listen, if I were to write a letter to Netflix, right, I would say, dear Netflix, no, by Kaiko.
Straight, honest.
That's it. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with the game. The game is cool. I mean, you can't go wrong with little plane shooting stuff in the. But nah, Netflix. We have a whole bunch of games like that. You know, listen,
we don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm going to Netflix to watch me a movie.
DJ Real Deal on Twitch says, where does the cylinder go? That's right, the square hole. Netflix. Bam.
Yeah.
Don, Brian Spaz on YouTube said, yeah, I'm wondering why.
Yeah. Brain Spaz says, Kaiko, such a mean letter.
I'm telling you, like that's
Flix is
like,
in the name. Thank you, DJ Real Deal. Flix is in the name. We go to Netflix to watch movies and TV. Like that's
they didn't, you know, they did listen, had they made some new type of game, like why did they have to make the game exactly like 3 games that I can't really name off the top of my head? Why did they take the template of these other 3 games that I'm thinking about and just make a new, why do they have to do that?
But you said it earlier. They're trying to branch out. They're just trying to branch out and come up with outside the box ways to supplement the gap of content that they can claim exclusive rights to, because we have all these different streaming services now. Apple TV Plus, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, obviously, all these, Discovery Plus, HBO Max. I'm probably missing a couple. Discovery Plus.
Right.
Lordy, like I can't even think of all the different ones offhand. But it's like, and obviously Hulu was around for a long time too. ESPN Plus, that's another one. We have all these different ones, and it's like they can't really. Netflix doesn't really quite have the monopoly over streaming content anymore that they used to have. So this is kind of, I guess, what they think they have to do to stay afloat and to be able to maintain some level of exclusivity. Never mind how much that Netflix is coming to the table with. Above and beyond the main three things that I already mentioned earlier, the stand-up comedy, the international content, and true crime documentaries that Netflix still has rights to. Earlier today, the NBC drama show Manifest that got canceled after 3 seasons, basically, and it got insane amount of views once that show hit Netflix, basically, to the point where Netflix commissioned a 4th season of 20 episodes, the first 10 episodes of which just dropped on Netflix today. So, like, just wait until the show's over to watch, please. But it's like, but you know, they have other exclusive content that they can sort of claim rights to that they know, you know, that people sort of know to go to Netflix for, basically. I mean,
I'd be hyped if there's a Stranger Things game made by Netflix.
I think there is. I'm trying to think. I think there is, actually. Like, maybe some sort of, like, match 3 puzzle for all I know. I don't even remember offhand, but I remember seeing something about that. Like, there was, like, that was in the works or something. But anyway.
All I'm saying is if I try to Netflix and chill with a shorty, and I pull this up, she gonna leave.
I mean,
she gonna be like, "Are you serious? Skies of chaos, boy! If you don't take your."
So here's DJ Real Deal again from Twitch. Says, now I wish Blockbuster would come back and do streaming. Blockbuster and Redbox are the only people that could get away with this, LOL. I partially agree with that, if not for the fact that Blockbuster has been so taken over by Netflix that Netflix actually has a sitcom about to come out about Blockbuster, about working at Blockbuster, that's literally called Blockbuster. We covered that show in Trailer Reactions a few weeks back. Go ahead, John.
I think that Blockbuster documentary came this year.
There you go. And let me guess, it's a Netflix exclusive too, right?
Yep. One of the last Blockbusters.
It's, you know, there's a larger comment, there's a larger discussion to be had about the nature of sort of being so big and so prominent that you just take a bunch of stuff out of business that you have no business sort of like gobbling up, and then sort of the karmic retribution that we're going through right now in real time, where Netflix has to resort to stuff like this in order to stay afloat.
I'm old enough to remember when Netflix was a mail-in service.
I remember that. That's how we started. That's where we came from. That was our roots. Send me the DVD in the mail.
Yeah, I just, you know, here's the thing. Netflix. There's a part of me, I will always love Netflix for what it is, as far as like what it's bringing to the table now, because like I really enjoy the stand-up comedy and sometimes the international content that comes through, depending on what it's about. But like, I'm not a true crime person. I've said it on this show personally. I'm only just speaking from personal perspective. I will always love Netflix for what I watch it for, which mainly is stand-up comedy, if I'm being brutally honest. But you're not going to make me, you know, go out, color outside those lines for stuff like this that other mobile games and other mobile game companies, even console games, do better. Sorry, I have to like phrase it like that. But Kaiko, I'm sorry, we never got a thumb rating from you on Skies of Chaos, but I think you would say a thumbs down, it sounds like. Am I right?
Listen. All right, I'm gonna give them a thumbs down because they not getting a thumbs up. I mean, I could have given them side thumb, but they're not gonna get a thumbs up. Well, I give them a thumbs down.
Well, I hear you. I understand where you're coming from, DJ Real Deal. Monopolizing. Yeah, exactly. There's just no other way to really sort of put it, especially given the dearth of...
It ain't monopolizing. Listen, ain't nobody about to get a Netflix subscription so they can pay for this. I mean, so they can play this.
But there's no ad. But the trailer, at the end of the trailer, it said, no ads. Right?
Oh, Lord. Let me tell you something.
I don't know. Okay, here's Brain Spaz sort of doing the 2-point conversion here after that we've made the touchdown here. Too many ways and places to game. Why did Netflix think this was necessary? Yeah, I guess we have a consensus opinion there. But anyway, that was a thumbs down from Kaiko.
It's necessary to get money. That's it.
Yeah.
That's right. Say again?
It's necessary for them to get more money.
Yeah.
Well,
That's it. It's business.
Yeah, but anyway, never mind. We don't need a circular argument, like sort of going around in circles. We've already established where we're at here with this. Let's move on. We have one more thing from Netflix, and then we're gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. We're making pretty good time here. It looks like we're gonna actually finish on time tonight. Awesome. Instead of going over. But let's go ahead and move on to Troll. Remember, thanks so much again, those of you at home, for tuning in and watching along with us live here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe and follow and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And remember, if you have any trailers, weird news headlines, or dad jokes to suggest, use the contact form on our Linktree page, which is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Please, no religious or political content. Keep the suggestions recent and the trailers under 5 minutes long. And as always, if you're with us live, please keep dropping those comments. I almost said lines. Dropping those lines. Dropping those sick rap bars and beats. Yo, I don't know. Never mind. Sorry, I'll stop. Keep commenting in the live chat, and we just might read it off on the air. Last one we have is another thing from Netflix called Troll, and John Clem 310. You're up next. Say again?
Yeah, John Clem 310. Let's see it.
All right. Here we go. Here's Troll, followed by our special guest, John Clem 310's reaction on the flip. Let's take a look.
Det utrolige ikke umulig.
Hva om jeg fortalte dere at for 1000 år siden vandret troll omkring?
On the ground here in Norway.
People running for their lives.
Imagine the consequences.
Hva det der?
Jeg ikke kvalifisert til å svare på hva dette er.
Men vi trenger noe som det.
Rådgivermann. Statsministeren har gitt deg status som vitenskapelig rådgiver.
Dere vet at jeg graver opp fossiler? Det noe som kom ut av fjellet i dag.
King Kong, kanskje?
Start opp.
Du vet jo at det et snev av sannhet i alle eventyr.
Herregud.
La oss utrydde den før den utrydder oss.
Dette eventyr har så vidt begynt.
Mye militær erfaring, eller? En del. Ja. Call of Duty.
Womp.
Call of Duty.
Okay. That's a cool thing.
Vi kan skremme den med våpen. Vi kan presse den opp. Den loven. Naturen kommer til å slå tilbake.
Hey, ho.
Let's go.
Wow. Huh. Okay, so that was Troll, which is coming to Netflix on December 1st. So, hang on, sorry, the wrong thing. There we are. Okay, so yeah, Troll, Netflix, December 1st.
I mean, it's like a King Kong, like a Godzilla type of monster movie made in a Scandinavian way. I mean, I like watching Netflix Scandinavian content. It's usually good.
You sound a little bit muffled. It sounds like you said this is going to be good.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like the trailer. Thumbs up.
Okay.
I like the humor. I like the humor throughout the trailer. Like the slight, like Scandinavian humor to it. You know what I'm saying? They're more, you know what I'm saying? More subtle about it. You know what I'm saying? More downbeat. You know what I'm saying? Not as obvious as American. I can feel that in the trailer.
Honestly, this reminds me a lot of the Roland Emmerich Godzilla movie from 1998. This footage right here, this scene right here, like passing underneath the foot, that really reminds me of that movie. In fact, I bet if this movie had been made 20 years ago, there would have been a Saturday morning cartoon based off of this. And I know this because it was a Saturday morning cartoon based off of Roland Emmerich's Godzilla movie from 1998. It only lasted like 1 or 2 seasons, but like we've seen it sort of work in that context pretty decently for the time. It was really brief, but it worked out at least enough to spawn the cartoon, like I was saying. So I don't know what else really to sort of take away from this. But John, it sounds like you were giving this a thumbs up. John, say that again.
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting interrupted by mom. Yeah, yeah, I was being distracted by my mom, but otherwise, yeah, I like the trailer.
Okay, so so thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah, thumbs up. Okay. I mean, who else is excited for Troll? No, Don, I just gotta make another point. Have you guys seen Troll 2?
Have not.
I recommend seeing it. It's one of those films so bad.
Troll. Do you mean that you're saying there's a second one of these already? Or
No. It's like an 80s B movie. It's an 80s B horror movie. Yeah, it's like it's very poorly made, but it's entertaining.
And what's it called? Troll 2? The number 2?
Yeah, Troll 2. Yeah. Look it up on YouTube.
I've never heard of it. It's on YouTube. Okay. Well, after we wrap, let's go ahead and maybe this is something to look into because like we're trying to finish this show here. But okay, cool. So that's a thumbs up from Troll on Troll, excuse me, from our special guest John Clem 310. And Troll once again is hitting Netflix on December 1st. So now that the playlist is done, we're at the top of the hour here. So now we have to go through our favorite trailers of the week. And then we have to go ahead and do Dad Joke of the Day. So first, I guess, special guest, you want to go first? What was your favorite trailer of the week?
My favorite trailer? I'll go with Spirited.
Okay. Why?
Why? Because Ryan Reynolds is in it and basically plays Deadpool, bouncing off of Will Ferrell. It feels like in this holiday season coming up. So yeah, it was my favorite trailer.
Okay, cool. Kaiko, you're most senior person on staff. What's your next favorite?
So go out. Let me see. So I think all right. I think I'm the most excited about Avatar coming out, but I don't know if that was my favorite trailer. Let's see. Yeah, it was. I give it to Avatar because
it's like I'm not even here. It's like everything I just said, explaining the litany of reasons why it was a bad idea to make this movie, and here comes Kaiko at the end of the show.
Well, listen. That's why I say, because I didn't say I'm saying it wasn't the best trailer, but I think I'm the most excited to see this movie because I'm just glad they brought it back. So I think it hit me the most in that way. But no, it wasn't the best trailer. I know what you're saying. All right. So out of all of them, the best trailer that they did go down. So then that's just Troll. I think that Troll was the best trailer then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Lloyd. What about you?
Was that Enchanted?
Yeah, Disenchanted.
Oh, Disenchanted, man, that was pretty cool.
The thing that caused problems for our YouTube stream in the middle of it.
Right.
It enchanted it, but yeah, I would give it to that. I mean, it has all the elements when you're looking for a what do you call this? When you're looking for a movie trailer. Though A Christmas Story has another concept of voiceover, which I'm really a fan of. I was like, oh man, look at that. But I'm gonna give it to the Disenchanted.
And Lloyd, I agree with you that it was a good trailer. I still feel like that movie's gonna be kind of cheesy. I think they just getting like Disney just getting cheesier. That's how I can say. So maybe it's not the trailer. It's just Disney. That's throwing its taste in my mouth. I guess is what I'm saying.
Maybe just outside the target audience.
Right. So I don't know, but I feel it was a good trailer. I could have gave it to that one too.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and +1 John's stance and give favorite trailer of the week to Spirited, because there is no way I'm giving it to Avatar. I'm not giving favorite trailer of the week to Avatar. I'm swiping left on that thing. But Spirited, yeah, it's the casting is on point. It's the holiday time is coming up, and it's kind of going back to the well to make yet another Christmas Carol. But like, as long as if you're gonna remake something, as long as you can do it in a way that feels more genuinely fresh on the surface than it really is, it can sort of get away with not being as fresh as it should be. Especially if you're talking about something that's going to theaters where I have to put down ticket money. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the 2020s update of Christmas Carol. No?
Say again, John. I'm sorry.
The 2020s update of A Christmas Carol, and it feels fresh.
Right. Right.
I agree. Yeah, it's almost like a modern, like 30 years later version of that Bill Murray movie from 1988. I want to say that was Scrooged, which is the closest thing that to compare it to. I think I made that comparison with the last footage of this movie that we had on this show, reacting to that show. But anyway, cool. All right, so that's all of our trailers for this week. Let me go ahead and shut that down here. What were your favorites of the week? Go ahead and drop us a comment down below to continue the convo. And now we have to get to my favorite portion of the show, and I know it's Kaiko's as well. Dad joke of the day. Send in the cringe. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Trying to find a good one here. Okay. How about let me go ahead and do this here. How about this? Okay. I was playing chess with my friend, and he said, "Let's make this interesting." So we stopped playing chess. Ooh, shots fired! Shots fired against the chess fan base. That's
God.
I know. All right, we'll go with a better one.
Get that joke.
All right, how about this one? Why didn't this is a perfect week to do this one because of the Billboard music charts this week. Why didn't the vampire attack Taylor Swift? Give up?
Yeah.
Why didn't the vampire attack Taylor Swift? Answer: she had bad blood. Anyway.
Oh no.
Okay.
Anyway.
No. That one needs to get thrown over the bridge, over the highway, and then get hit with an 18-wheeler. You see what I'm saying? That one needs to get trampled.
Wow. That's wow. I don't think Kaiko is a fan of that particular joke. Control room for the sound effect. That was good. Anyway, so that's it for Dad Joke of the Day. Don't forget to visit us at Weekend Showcase on all major social media platforms, or Linktree/Weekend Showcase, like in the description, to see it all in one place. Plus, you can listen to our podcast or contact with tips and stuff you want to see us about, or submit better quality dad jokes. Feel free to do that as well. Cross promotion time. Kaiko, Lloyd, y'all have anything to plug?
I got this.
What?
What is that?
It's a drink.
That's not a promotion. That's not a thing to. Okay, I'll just take that as a no. Lloyd, what about you?
Yeah, check out Atomic Voice on YouTube. I'm not really active on it, but if you could go to Daily Encounters on YouTube, I'll post some encouragement in there, motivational speeches. I personally do. And also check it out on TikTok.
Okay, cool. And our special guest, John Clem 310. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to plug my channel real quick. It has 25,000 subscribers, and as you see, like it's uploaded on my channel too. So we're gonna do that across the simulcast.
Nice. Thank you so much, and congratulations on hitting that milestone, 25,000 subs. What's the weather like up there?
Oh,
nice, awesome.
Cool.
Do you have any special content that you got coming up on either YouTube or TikTok that you want to promote and tell people to keep an eye out for?
Just more TikTok shorts. That's mainly what I'm doing right now. Just TikTok shorts.
Oops. I think we just had a connection issue with Kaiko. But anyway, we were about to shut down anyway. Okay. Thank you, Kaiko. If you can still hear this, I guess. I don't know. But and thank you, John Clem 310. We'll definitely keep an eye out for that. And feel free to come back on another night to participate as well if you're available. Cool. And thank you once again, Lloyd, as always, for taking time out of your Saturday morning. I know you're 12 hours ahead of us all the way in the Philippines. But have a great weekend. And I hopefully will see you all at home right here this coming Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific for another Weird News show. We hope to see you then. For now, I'm Don. With me tonight were Lloyd, Kaiko, and our special guest, John Clem 310. Please be safe and have a great weekend. Showcase you later. Good night.